Okay, like I said, I just changed the plug back over to organ down there because I only have one guitar cord on this. But the way you turn on the organ circuit is to hit this with your foot, and then you have this volume, this volume control here. And of course the plug goes again up to this plug. That's the only plug you need to the guitar. You don't need these other two plugs. You don't need them if you're plugged into the volume pedal. So then you make sure you're on. Which way I forget? This way? Try that. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, I'm changing the tuning knob. See that? You hear the slide, the glissando, whatever that is. You tune with that, and that demonstrates it. So that's everything you need to integrate pretty much anywhere with anyone. A tunable organ on a guitar. I'll open up the inside, you can see in the back. Serial number 1983, manufactured in Waco, Texas, USA by Musiconics International Incorporated. There's where the way they put the wires in the neck, because the whole neck has to be wired, is there's a joint here, right here. You can feel this joint with your finger, and it feels like a crack, but it's not. It's a custom glue joint where they wired all these frets, these segmented frets. Each fret has 6 segments, all the way up past the octave mark. I can't remember how far, but we'll count them up. And then this switch, precision little switch, some kind of an open chord switch went in there as well. So there's a seam. I don't know if you can see but it's just a hairline. It's nothing to worry about. It's been there since 1979, and this thing has been used since at least that time, 1979, 1980. Got to admit, it's in good shape. These are the screws you remove to service the git organ, to get inside of it. This is how they fix it. This has been out for repair. It wasn't working when I got it. So got the schematics, and it went first it went to a Hammond organ shop, and the Hammond organ shop checked out these microchips. There's one here, one over here, there's one here. These are the original Hammond organ chips in here, and let's see if I can get the original date there on the circuit board. Anyway, we're on this side over here, so here's a view of the inside, the complexity of it. Using the schematics. This looks like a memory board here for the synthesizers. Anyway, they found the Hammond part was working, but there was a preamp somewhere in here. Preamp was non-functional, so what they did was they just bypassed the preamp straight here to the cable, and they put a small preamp. This local amp repair guy just put a small preamp in the bottom inside the foot switch where it's easy to be serviced, and that little, where my thumb the circuit board. There's a brand new little circuit board, a preamp circuit board inside here, inside the foot switch, where it's easy to get at, and where it's got a little microchip in it also. If it ever needs servicing, they just pull out the chip and they put a new chip in that little board, and you got a brand new amplifier. So it's not like it's hard to service. It's not like it's anything foreign. This amp repair guy is just a standard amplifier guy, and using those circuit boards, I mean using the service parts technical document with all the schematics, everything. It's got a 40 volt power supply. That's mainly what this is. This is apparently 40 volts. Sends it up the cable to the and powers the organ circuit. And then there's that little black switch on the. I remember I showed you on the pick guard that you flick just to activate, bring the power into the guitar after that. Other than that, there's no more details to this. It's just that simple. I guess here's the end part. There's a thing for a strap there. So we just carefully slip this back down there and pop those screws back in, and this guitar that's been around since the late 1970s is back gigging, back playing again. Guitar organ. Okay, looking from the top side like we're playing it or something. Here's that thumb switch. It activates all 6 strings when they're open without touching them. So if you're playing a chord here, you know, you can play a full chord. And remember, I said I was gonna show you how many frets the organ goes up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Goes up to the 17th fret. After that, they're just plain old frets. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 frets. And you're looking at the switches from the top, just like you were playing the guitar. So you're looking down on it. Here's those stops I was telling you about. It like I don't know what they do. These little pieces of metal could use some contact cement. This one here and this one over here. Otherwise, they're really not blemished. Nothing's really blemished on here. The emblems are not. And these little aluminum. These are like aluminum panels from the 70s. They're not blemished. They're not scratched. The knobs are not beat up. Nothing is beat up. The only thing is you can see the gold missing off these pickups. It's been worn off. It's been played so much. But the frets are still fabulous. I had it down to a guitar shop down here in Long Beach. He said those frets are great. You could have them dressed many times. There's a lot on them. And the truss rod is good. Truss rod's fine, works. There's a teeny bow, slight bow in the neck. I'm being totally honest. Just a tiny bow in the neck. Very slight. It can be taken out with heat and clamping. You know, that can be straightened with heat and clamping gently, quite gently. And then they put this cloth in the F-holes to hide the electronics inside the guitar. I don't know, think of something else and keep shooting later.